So I go quick wiggle. Alright folks, how are we all doing? So we finished the concrete bench. Wasn't entirely satisfied that I had enough power because the engaging the weights, the engine bogged down a bit. The 3-horse at 3000 RPM Peta AA1. So within 24 hours of coming to that conclusion, my missus was going out to Skegness anyway, and I found one of these on Facebook. This is a Lister LT1. Yeah, look at this, twice the output of the little Peta. Yeah, obviously the poor old thing's in a bit of a state, isn't it? But you know, let's have a go getting it going, and if she runs nicely, then we'll stick it on the concrete bench, won't we? Hey, all right.
War was threatened by this scum. It mattered nothing to Vietnam. Vietnam would be crushed no matter what the world thought. China needed its rice and oil, and it would have it. But this threatened the next step.
I just dropped the filter down. I thought I'd show you. Yum 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 yum. Look at that. That's the fuel filter. Sorry, this hasn't actually got an oil filter. I think it's got a scavenge filter in the bottom somewhere, which we probably won't get to. But this is like a small canister filter in the under the tank. I've got to drop the tank down to get the shroud off the side there. But this is should be just sat in there, but it's swollen up or something's happened to it, rusted. The fuel was, yeah, it had quite a bit of water in it, but I don't know. Doesn't smell that old. You know, sort of 10 years old. Yeah. Nice. Oh, it smells of stagnant water as well. Oh, amazing. It's amazing that it smells that bad over the all that sludge in there. Okay. Oh, is that something solid in there? What on earth? What on earth? What on earth? Yeah, nasty. Nasty. It's like fucking sand, isn't it? Jesus. Can you hear that? Oh well, I might get the ultrasonic bath out for this, you know.
If you could forget. He swung the hammer down, getting the wedge in place for the real blow. So droughts, they're a result of climate change. Picking up the axe again. Yeah, well, in aggregate. Jesus, Doc. I hate to say this, but you sound like a politician. Mincing your words.
That's why we took it off. It's kind of all composted now, but I guess it'd be pretty good to have that out of there, away from the cooling fins, wouldn't it? Oh, it smells quite nice. It's like a oily, oily peaty smell. I was just going to pick all the rubbish out of these cooling fins, but it's not going to work. I think I'll just drag it outside and pressure wash it. There's nowhere a screwdriver's going to get right in there, is there? Yep. I won't even get it with the compressor. I'm just going to pack it in deeper, aren't I? Oh, that's tight.
I'd no news from home, you see, and it was possible that Mrs. Leo Lane's noble protector. On your laurels, what? Except you'll find Goff's no healthy bread. What? He clapped me on the shoulder.
Hey, anyone that still isn't using catering grade decarburizer powder, aluminium safe. You're missing out, folks. You really are. It's absolutely my favourite ultrasonic bath cleansing agent. It's just more than just grime. New, brought to you from TCM. No idea what this is. It's loosened up a bit. This is the sediment in the bottom of the fuel bowl. I sat it in there for a bit and then chiselled it out. It's so grainy, you know, like someone tried filling the fuel tank up with cement or something. Maybe they did. I reckon this probably came out of a mixer, this engine, considering this weird old shit in here. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's inevitable, isn't it? If there's that much crap in the bottom of the fuel bowl, tank's going to be full of crap as well, isn't it? I'm always a bit nervous about blasting tanks out because you end up perforating them if they're close. But you know, if it's that close to being perforated, it's going to happen, isn't it? Anyway, so might as well do it. I started draining the oil off, basically waiting for everything else to dry before I get this ready. I bung the plug back in just so I can show you what's coming out of here. Bit of water, but we're at the oil already, if you can call it oil. Everything's a can of worms around here, isn't it, eh? Obviously I've just flipped it on its side. Got to take these off. 10 bolts. Pulls the sump off essentially. We'll have a little look inside. Get rid of the worst of the crud. I thought this tin work was perfectly sound, but you know, it's not, is it? Judging by this, it's not alright, is it, eh? Ugh. Oh, that's fucking grim, that, isn't it?
You remember the Chotter Waller who was to carry my green bag? His name?
Rank.
Jasser. And it wasn't Chotter. I had envisaged the usual fat baboo or skinny clerk.
All looks alright. Let's get it cleaned.
Complete with hairy posh teeth, skull cap and kyber knife. Just men of the cigar in their time.
Everything's fine inside. A little bit of corrosion on the eccentric for the oil pump. The cams are beautiful though, and we've just got a little bit of shading on the cylinder. Nothing, no pitting or anything like that. Just, you know, just how it is. Most upsetting, Yeah. So you can see that. What a shame, what a shame. That was a nice pulley, and not quite as big as I wanted, but you know, it would have been worth a try, but it's knackered now. I've been yeah, I haven't been putting the full whack of the puller on it. It is obviously a bit oversized for this, and with homemade arms, you know, but yeah, it's a shame. Been heating it, spraying it, heating it, spraying it. I thought it had moved fractionally, but obviously not. Well, it's fucked now, isn't it? So we can really crank this thing up and put tremendous force on the pulley. Yeah. Okay, here's the puller that messed up my elbow. Well, rather my stupidity messed up my elbow. Oh god, these flywheels are so fucking heavy. This is what we've got to fix, really. Otherwise it will not cool too well, will it? You know. What? Let me keep those washers somewhere safe. I'm going to close up the bottom of this first. Obviously, I wasn't intending on pulling all this off, and I got carried away. I should get the bottom closed up before I make any more dust and stuff. I've got a blanket over it, but you know, better all round if I just close it off now, isn't it? A bit lighter, I can manhandle it a bit easier. Yeah. Pop the oil pump back in before I forget. Yeah. Oh. Jesus. Jesus fuck. Getting all the goodness out. Oh, there we go. That's one half of the cowling repair patch. Okay, so we've got the back piece done and attached. This is the snail metal to you know, keep the centrifuge fugling. Just gone over the top of the old one, to be honest. I don't really care if that carries on disintegrating. Now we just got to make a piece for the top. It should be the, I don't know, probably the trickiest bit really, because it's just follows the snail round, if you like. Technical terms only here, eh? What, because they're old and tatty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is called a...
Old and tatty, just like Grandpa.
I didn't know it was called a shrink.
I told you it was called a shrinker. What do you expect? Okay, you see how I'm moving it? Just what, a centimetre or something like that every time. Yeah?
Okay.
Just. Well, there we go. I've knocked the welds off just because we have to, really. It needs to be flat here because the flywheel comes within an eighth of an inch there. I might have to knock them back a bit more, to be honest, or give her a little bit of a tap with a hammer. I was going to get some holes put in it though, and then we'll give it a trial fit on the engine with the flywheel, because there's a couple of important clearances here, and then stick some paint on it. It's not going to win any beauty contest, but she you know, as long as it fits, it'll be fit for purpose, won't it? Fit for purpose. Okay, fan shroud's back on, flywheel's back on. A couple of little things we've got to do on this side. Fill it up with oil and prime it, and knock this fuel pump plunger down. I could see when we took the base off, the cam follower for the fuel pump wasn't coming down, so this is stuck. It should go down on the spring in the pump. We'll just pull the fuel line off, take this top nut off, and just knock it down and turn the engine over a few times, see if we can free it off like that.
A little too much fire regarding its testing Starship and their super heavy booster. So they've been continuing engine testing, and yesterday Starship 24 for the first time fired up all 6 of its Raptor engines in an 8-second test fire, which was that stuff. So also during this fire, it's knocked off many.
Just lifted the lid. Mr. Joseph of Engine Lover, yeah, told me the best way to prime these engines is to just look at the oil delivery to the rocker box. But I figured I'd pull the lid on the rockers anyway, just to see what's going on. That's only 4 bolts. Look, we've got a I don't know what made this. Some weird insect has crawled in through the injector bleed off line hole right there. The rest of this is sealed to the rockers, so this is in essence open to the atmosphere, and built some little house. It's, quite a lot of it's down in the head as well, so we'll just dig that out. had someone imported an aircraft, a very old Cessna 182, so with the fastback, before they started putting windows in the back. I really like the shape of those things, but at the same time, when they put the windows in, they came up with a marketing name. It is called Omnivision, and I like the name too. So I like both aircraft equally. Omnivision is heavier though, isn't it? So that's when they started putting bigger engines in those aircraft. Apparently the 182 with the fastback, if you get the right model, is lighter, quicker off the field, and so this one had been used extensively for skydiving, and it had all the scars to show it come from Oklahoma, and either way it what? Yeah, the owner said that they were called dirt daubers or something like that, but the amount of little insect houses in the wings was amazing. Well, they weren't even that little, like fist-sized insect dwellings made out of mud. Pretty cool. A bit nervous, like thinking that some tarantula's going to jump out at me, and we're not used to stuff like that around here, are we? Okay, so we got oil out of the rocker box feed almost instantly, and we've just pumped a little bit through, still coming out a bit black. The oil I put in here is just some leftover oil, yeah, so the idea is I'll probably just use it as flushing. It's perhaps not the right grade, but 530, it really wants 540 in there, but it was the end of the bottle, and I'm not going to put it in anything else, so we'll just basically use it to rinse this engine out, and I've got to go and break up whatever fights the kids are having. Okay, so we've got the pump apart. It's not looking great, unfortunately. There's a fair bit of corrosion. Is it going to matter? Could do. It does wipe off quite nicely though. So hopefully it's not actually corroded the important bits, and that corrosion's just sat on the important bits and come from somewhere else. Can you see that? Either way, that's the top of the plunger there. We just want to free that up. Look. Tip. I bet you can't see now. Okay. I can't even, because it's stuck in the plunger up position, I can't compress the spring enough to free it off, to dislocate this spring seat and take the whole thing apart. So I'm just going to throw it in the bath hole. Yeah. Okay, so the fuel pump innards, I've cleaned them all off and got it floating just about nicely in there. They're disgusting, they're absolutely horrific. There's quite a bit of pitting, but it's right down at the bottom, so I doubt it's going to work, but we might as well try it. The delivery valve still feels like it'll probably seal up good on the on the end of the element there. Yeah, we'll try it. I'm not holding out much hope. I think it's going to be a new bit for this pump. I haven't even looked at the injector yet. I don't know why. I just kind of hoped it would be alright, but obviously not. obviously not. Hey! It might work. I don't know. Stranger things have happened, I suppose. Okay, well, that gives me a little bit of hope for it.
Is a complete misunderstanding of the problem, in the sense that I don't think the problem is that Russia doesn't have enough military to wrap up the situation in Ukraine, enough serving military. It's rather...
Okay, so we got a brand new fuel pump element. Look at this little test tube that comes in. Pretty Gucci. Pretty Gucci. It actually seems to be better made than the last one. I mean, not the fact that it's not sat in water for the last however many years, but you know, the little milled out notch there's blackened and I don't know. Oh, it's so nice. It's like it's not like two bits of glass together, it's like two bits of glass with honey between them. Yeah. Alright, let's throw this in and see what happens. Okay folks, we've got fuel at the pump now. Look at that. Whee, whee, whee. Okay, magic. I don't know what I've done, whether it was me or whether these engines are a bit different. I'm pretty sure that should be for start and then running and then off, but I'm getting fuel in this position but not in that position, so I might have I can't see if I put the element round back to front, because it can't really go back to front, you know. This one you can do it on the other ones, but this one it's only got an inlet in the little ground sleeve. No, this one's got inlets on both sides, so yeah, it shouldn't really matter, but obviously it does. I haven't put anything in the wrong place. It's not like the other pumps, the older pumps, where you can set it up wrong. But either way, we just want to see if it runs now, don't we? What have I done? Stopped. Doesn't seem entirely happy. It sounded like it was clearing its throat a bit there, but now it's obviously died, isn't it? I wonder why that could be. Let's safe it. Okay, again, excuse the camera if I'm not pointing it in the right direction. Look, there's a little clip there that secures to the oh, where's the other, that black arm, that black fella there, or the linkage from the governor. That's this bit here, and that clip goes over the top, but it was just perched on the head. I've got to just bend it a little bit so it doesn't ping off again. I think that's why I stopped. I'll just pop that back on and hopefully she runs again. Pointing in the right direction? I don't know. Where are we at? Yeah. That'll be about right. Okay, on a kind of happy little LT1. Alright, this got way over the top. I really wouldn't have bothered with this engine if I'd realised it was gonna be. I would have bothered with it, just not for this job. I see a nice little AC1, same sort of output as this, or AD1, locally, a bit closer than these were, for 100 quid. That would have just gone straight in. But you know, I've got two engines for 80 quid. I think that's what it was. So I've got another AC1 out the back. I don't know. Now that I've done it, I'm happy to have had a little look inside an LT1. I hope you enjoyed that too. Did a bit of tin work, didn't we? Dug out the rat's nest and fixed the fuel pump. Got all the concrete out of the fuel bowl, and now we've got an engine that should really drive this wobbler plate if I get it tidied up. I was going to leave it in here. I've got to weld up the moulds. I'll sit them on top of that to do it, I guess, just because it's in here anyway, and I can switch these engines over at the same time. Got to make a new fuel filter, air filter for this. I've got an element, but the original's rotted out, so I was going to try and cast something up. I don't know how that will go, but whatever. I keep getting distracted, don't I? Loads of things going on. My elbow's healed up nicely. Look, you know, what else has happened? Queen's died. God bless her socks. Big Lizzie. And a million and one other things, innit? Hey, what a time to be alive in. Hey? Oh, and I got this, and oh, look at that nice little thing. It's a flexi shaft drill. Yeah, look at that. I haven't bought any tools in ages, so wanted one of these for ages, and this is the Vivor. It's just a cheap shitty Chinese thing, but it's got some grunt, and it's got a 1/4 inch chuck, which is important, which means I can put all my die grinder stuff in there. Pretty cool. Happy with that. Works nicely. 60 quid, so even more than this engine, which is madness, isn't it, eh? Alright, hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye. Don't know why I gave you a thumbs up. I never do that. It's fucking weird, isn't it? Alright, see you later. Bye.